Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Your boy L.A. Williams, man. I know it seemed like I've been gone for a little while, but I ain't going nowhere. Just been helping clients, writing, doing all kind of stuff, man. I'm just got to get myself a lineup, a schedule, you know what I'm saying? But it's going down today. We can have a phenomenal conversation. I'm back helping those of you who think you have limitations. And I'm only saying think you have limitations because the only limitations are those that exist in your mind. And I don't have no limitations. I rebuke limitations, right? I don't pay them bad boys no attention, you know what I'm saying? Dr. Myra Golden told us, he said, when your attitude is right, the facts don't matter, right? So what we're going to talk about that does have limitations, as you can tell from the illustrious title, right? We're going to uncover the law of attraction boundaries. We're going to talk about some limitations of the law of attraction. We're going to talk about the law of attraction, as I call them, evils, right? Evils, E-V-V-I-Ls, right? That's what we're going to conversation. So I got 5 points that I want you to remember when folks are talking about the law of attraction. I love the law of attraction. I talk about it all the time, right? I know how powerful it is. You know, like Natasha Graziano and I, we had a conversation. We used to have a room on Clubhouse called the Law of Attraction Secrets. That's where this track comes from. However, I think sometimes people take it a little bit too far. You know what I'm saying? They really do. And so I want to kind of, people talk about how it's woo-woo and all that different kind of stuff. I don't know. I mean, I walk around, I'm like, woo, like his life is great, right? However, I do want to talk about some of the limitations, some of the evils, right? So what can the law of attraction not overcome, right? You keep putting yourself in these situations, and I want to help make this make sense to you, right? So one of the things is the law of attraction is not going to overcome your environment, right? Your environment is so important. You've got to make sure that you're putting yourself in an environment conducive to winning. So one of the major challenges I would say is people, you want to think all positive and everything like that, but you're in an environment where everybody thinks negative, right? You're in negative environments, and listen, the law of attraction is not going to break through all of that and come rescue you. It's just not going to happen, right? So what you got to do is the law of attraction will give you the ideas, right, to move yourself into a better environment. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna call you out of that environment that you're in, right? But you just got to be willing to listen. You got to be willing to adhere to the call. Listen, your environment, man, I'm telling you, that's one of the most powerful things, because what's happening outside your mind will end up inside your mind if you don't protect it. All right, so that's one of the first limitations that I found when it comes to the law of attraction is your environment. All right, but I was just talking about your outer environment. It's also about your inner environment, also known as your vibe, right? So I told you EV, right? Your vibe. Your vibe, man. I know they call it the law of attraction, but it really should be called the law of vibration, or I'll say there's probably another law, right? The law of vibration is what allows things to attract to one another, right? So y'all hear this music, right? If I were to turn it up really, 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 really loud, some of the 808s in here, even the piano, like every frequency is going to vibrate, and it might vibrate something in the room, it might vibrate the floor, it might vibrate the ceiling, right? Because it's vibrating along the same frequency as those things. And so that's why you see that whole, when opera singers sing really high pitches, you break glass and all that kind of stuff. You see that stuff. Why? Because it's vibrating along the frequency that's going, y'all know what I'm talking about. So what we got to do is we got to make sure our vibe is right, because that's what's going to allow the positive things to attract to us, right? If your vibe is off, if your vibe is down, if your vibe, man, you're not going to be able to think yourself into great situations, right? Unless you can change your vibe. They talk about it even in the movie The Secret. They say it's not so much what you're thinking about, it's what you're feeling about, right? Now, your thoughts will help to create feelings. I totally get that. But sometimes, we think we can feel down and then think one or two positive thoughts and that's just going to change everything, and it doesn't work like that, right? You got to raise your vibration, okay? All right, so we talked about it's not going to overcome your environment. It's not going to overcome your vibration. It's also not going to overcome a victim mentality. Oh my goodness, you know what I'm saying? And listen, I talk to a lot of people. I help a lot of people, and people sometimes, right, they have decided not to be a winner. Now, I know that's not the people that's, checking out this video, right? You guys are more so, y'all have the winning mentality, or at least you want to, which I love it, right? But please stay away from that victim mentality, right? Nobody's doing anything to you, right? You're not a victim of your circumstances, right? I said it before, when your attitude is right, the facts don't matter. And no matter if your attitude is wrong, the facts don't matter. It really won't help you change your situation if your attitude is off, because you won't think of the proper things. You won't allow the ideas to come to you, because even if they come to you, you'll toss them to the side. Oh, that won't work. Oh, that won't this, because this. You'll justify, right? You'll rationalize not winning, meaning you'll tell yourself rational lies on why you shouldn't be winning. No, man, I'm telling you, that's a victim mentality, and we gotta get as far away from it as possible. Okay, so I gave you 2 V's. Okay, environment, right? Your vibe. It won't overcome a victim mentality. The other thing it won't do, and I think this one is funny, right? It's not going to bring you items, right? It's not going to bring you materialistic stuff. Now, I'm not saying it can't do that. I'm just it's more likely to put you in situations where you be able to acquire said items, right? That's just how it's going to work, right? Even when people tell stories, the Neville Goddards of the world, and the one of my mentors, Marilyn Janae, right? They talk about how they've gotten items, but really they're breaking down situations that, had these items come to them, right? It's not like you just think of a coffee cup and it's just going to appear out of thin air. That's not how it works, right? You actually have to adhere to the call, whatever the situation is, right? And then you'll find the item there. So if you want an item, I suggest you actually move, right? I suggest you don't sit still and expect it to just come to you, especially when your vibe is off, right? You got a victim mentality, your environment ain't right. Listen, the law of attraction is not coming to save you, okay? I just want to kind of make sure that's 100% clear. All right, so we got your environment. It's not overcoming that. It's not overcoming your vibe. It's not overcoming your a victim mentality if you have that, right? It's not going to bring you items. And the other thing it's not going to overcome is laziness. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's not going to overcome laziness. If you're lazy and you just sitting around kind of waiting for something to happen, I promise you, it's more than likely going to repel stuff from you, right? Because you got to, again, take some action. You got to move in the direction towards your goals and dreams. See, the crazy thing is, as soon as you take a step, it takes a leap towards you, right? You gotta take another step. It's gonna take another leap towards you, and depending on how far away you are from, meaning your vibration, your frequency from that thing, that's how long it's gonna take you. Everybody be like, how long is it gonna take? Well, I don't know where you are in relation to the vibration of the thing that you actually want. But I will tell you that, listen, as soon as you take a step towards it, it will take a leap towards you, right? It just will. That's just how it works, right? It's not going to take an equal measured step, right? It's going to be exponentially more than what you do, but you got to do something. I promise you that, right? I promise you that. So, and we ain't gonna get into all the details. I'm gonna save some other details for another video. Today, I just wanted to kind of have a quick conversation about the limitations, the boundaries, the evils, right? The stuff that makes law of attraction hard to digest. Because it's not just, I'm telling you, it's not just going to change your life just like in the snap of a finger. Because not because it can't do that, because it can definitely do that. It's just we gotta change. We gotta put that effort into it. I don't know too much more to say. So hope y'all appreciate everything I'm sharing. If you do, then like the video, right? Share it with somebody. Let somebody know what's going on, right? Let somebody know that there's a gentleman out there who is talking directly to us. If you guys can feel where I'm coming from, if y'all vibing along with me, right? Then, like I said, just help some folks out. Share the video, and I appreciate it, all right? So I will talk to y'all again. I promise you it's not going to take so long. I'm going to figure out a way, like I said, put myself on a schedule or something so that I'm constantly. And then if you all have ideas, conversations, things that you would like me to share, stuff you want to talk about, make sure you come talk about it, all right? And my wife and I will be on the Success Banquet podcast. Y'all can check that out. We around, man. We everywhere. So I'll check y'all out in the next video. Appreciate you.